Here's the top 3 reasons that woman ain't dealing with low effort men in 2026. Number 1, she ain't got time for it no more. She ain't got time for your texts that no longer land anywhere. Those acronyms you seeing, you don't even spell out the whole word. You seeing WYD every single day. She ain't got time for that. She ain't got time for these empty questions, these hangouts that never happen, these plans that are never made. She ain't got time for that anymore, because you know why? Number 2, she's making time for more qualified men. Men that actually want her. Men that know how to hold a conversation, know how to ask her on a date, know how to set a time that's assertive, that let her know that she is desired, appreciated, and respected. Because here's the thing, all that low effort stuff, that let's just hang out, let's just chill, why don't you come over here, to a qualified woman, start to feel like disrespect. It's disrespectful that you don't feel like she's worth a date. Come on, let's just kick it. She ain't kicking it no more in 2026. And number 3, and most importantly, she'd rather invest that time on herself. She ain't low effort for herself. She high effort. She high effort in her maintenance, her self-care, her education, her work, her time. Everything she do is intentional. So what she look like spending time with your unintentional ass? I guess what I'm saying is, in 2026, if you ain't bringing high effort, don't step at all. Because she ain't got time for it no more in this new year.
At first, I didn't understand it. But I understand now why these women are out here questioning their worth. I understand now why these women are out here believing that they are not worthy of a good man. I understand now why these women are so frustrated with men that they're actually switching over to women. I understand now why these women have to be so hard and so independent and so masculine. I get it now. We live in a world where a woman can get all dialed up. Money right, body right, mind right, and these men won't even approach y'all in public. These weird and scary and feminine bad bitch era men have the nerve to sit back and want you to chase them. They have the nerve to be so full of themselves that they won't even pay you a fucking compliment. They won't open a car door. They won't open a door to a gas station. They won't even think that they're supposed to carry your bags. Are y'all that sick in the mind that now all of a sudden when your wife comes home from the grocery store, she got to bring all the groceries in too? She's supposed to take the trash out too? She's supposed to do the oil changes as well? Then you wonder why they don't submit. Then you wonder why she's not sexually attracted to you or active like she used to be. How can she? She has to juggle a 9 to 5, juggle the groceries, cook, clean, suck dick, submit. She's tired. Then you wonder why they get to a point where they sick and tired of men. I'm sick and tired of y'all.
As I grow older, I'm realizing that I'm outgrowing the idea of me having a partner. Like, I used to dream of having a partner, having a wife. By this time, I would dream to be like, you know what? I want to have my wife and kids and everything. But I don't want that anymore. I don't want it as much anymore, you know. Obviously, there are days where I would still like think of it, but I don't have that desire anymore. Like, the desire for me to have it, to want it, it's not there. It's literally like non-existent to a point right now. So I don't know, and it's because I feel like everything is just feels like off right now. Like, there's no realness in finding like a partner right now for me. Like, it's pointless. Like, dating is probably the most useless thing right now in my life, and I feel like every time I meet a person, I know that it's gonna end. I'm just anticipating the end date, like, more than anything, because I know it's gonna end one way or another. Because the way things are, the relationship people, they don't relationship the way we should be relationshiping, and I feel like relationships are just like it's a waste of time, you know. Because I feel like you meet someone today, you get excited 1 or 2 days, then the third day you start getting over each other, you start like picking on each other's things and stuff like that, what you don't like about them and everything. And then the fifth week, or you don't even get to fifth week, or the fifth day, you start to not, detaching yourself. And then maybe the following week, you say, no, let's go our separate ways. It just becomes like that, and it's just becoming such a very exhausting thing, because you constantly have to tell this person who you are and everything, what you like. I hate that. I hate having now to go through this whole process of letting someone into my life and let them know what's in it. I want this, I need this, I'm like this and what. I hate that. Like, it's probably the most, like the most thing that I hate about having to meet someone or start a relationship right now. Like, I don't want to do that. I wanna, if I have to meet someone, no matter how much you attractive to me and everything, I just have this thing. What am I doing it for? You know, like, it's just such a very, like, about a sad thing. I can't lie, because I feel like Mjolo right now has just lost its source. Like, the arts of it all, it's gone, and I feel like everything is just not real. Like, it's not authentic, and I don't even find the excitement. You know, like. I went on a date like a few weeks, like a month or two ago. Like, obviously it had, like, and I realized I haven't been into dates in a while, you know. And from the corner, even that, I was just like, damn, is this how it should be feeling? And I like everything just feels not real. I just don't know, man. Like, I feel like everything, it doesn't need. I don't even need to get into a relationship anymore. I don't want to. I don't want to date like that. I don't know. Maybe it's because I haven't met someone like that. But I've met people. I've met, like, people that I thought maybe they were potential, but obviously, like, it didn't work out. And I think maybe it's the disappointment, and also you having to put yourself out there has also led to me not to just, like, be excited about anything. Like, I could meet probably someone as genuine today, but I don't think I'd be as excited, because my mind and everything has just been flawed because of the quality of people out there that you meet and want to date. They are not as great. Like, there is nothing. There is nothing that really want to make me want to say, you know what, I want to get married and everything. I'll be okay if I die single and, you know, have just one child like I do. I'll be content with that, you know. And then, instead of me trying to force to be in a relationship with someone I know down the line and everything, we're probably gonna, like, despise each other, hate each other, and not love each other, you know. I don't think I have that in me anymore. Like, I feel like I've outgrown it, and I'm okay with it. I don't even want to find it or have no aspiration to be like, oh, okay, I want to. No, I don't.
For the life of me, can somebody please tell me how I can stop ending up on the side of TikTok with women who hate men? I just saw an entire video of a woman talking about women not wanting men anymore. And then the little search at the bottom was women not wanting families. Who? I'm gonna tell y'all why this world that we live in is evil. Not the person who made the video, but society, how it's overall under the manipulation of very strong demonic spirits. People are supposed to have families. We were not made to live alone. We were made as human beings for dependency. A woman should want to be with a man. And the proof that you want to be with a man is that you keep sleeping with him. There's an entire group of women who say, oh, we don't need men, we don't want men, I ain't my grandma, I ain't my great grandma, I don't need no man taking care of me, da 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 da. Okay, that's cool and all. I don't want to be a wife, I don't want to have kids. Okay, that's cool and all. If you don't want to be a wife and you don't want to have children, stop doing that one thing. And I'm telling you to stop doing that one thing because maybe you have a call of abstinence over your life. Maybe you thrive more in purpose if you are not married to another person. But if you have no intentions on being married, having a family, being with a man, you should not have any sexual relations with one either. And the majority of women who be on that side of the internet in the comments saying yada yada, yada, that's not your reality. This narrative of women no longer needing men is not okay. In the video, she was saying, because we no longer need men because now us as women, we're the head of household. That's not okay. Now, it's very sad that in the society that we live in modern day, a lot of women have been manipulated, taken advantage of, all of these other things, and put in position to where they had to raise families by themselves. But that should not be the normal. Too many of y'all parents then got left by y'all daddy that y'all think that it's normal. A woman is not supposed to be the head of a household. It's out of order. Now, as a woman, you can be single. You can live your life strictly dedicated to you and God. But if you have a household, meaning other people in it, should I even say more?
One of the biggest shifts that is happening in the world lately is the fact that women no longer need men to survive. I know how that sounds, and no, this is not one of those pick me videos. Just stay with me, watch this to the end, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If you've been observant enough, you might have noticed something, how a lot of women just don't have the same patience for men anymore. And to be honest, that's not because women suddenly became cold or heartless, it's because for the first time in history, women don't need relationships to survive. And when you remove survival from that equation, everything changes. For most of history, love was optional, but survival was not. Women didn't stay because they were happy, they stayed because living was too expensive. It was expensive financially, it was expensive socially, it was expensive emotionally. Think about it like this, most people stay at jobs they hate for as long as they have to because they need the money. They'll go through all sorts of humiliation and pain, but they'll still stay. The moment they get another option, they quit. That doesn't mean that they change, it just simply means that they are finally free. This mirrors the emotional reality that most women go through. Nowadays, a relationship has to feel like a home, it has to be safe, it has to be peaceful, it has to be worth staying in. And I think that that's a part that a lot of us men don't like to talk about. When someone doesn't need you anymore, you lose automatic relevance. Their need for you is what gives you leverage, but love isn't being needed, it's about being wanted. And I think that that's where we are now. That's why people think that modern relationships are broken. But to me, I don't think they're broken, they're just no longer built on fear. And you know, fear used to hold everything together. We used to romanticize endurance, staying through the pain, calling silence peace, calling suffering loyalty. But now women are asking different questions. They're not asking, can I survive with this person? But they're asking, does my life feel better with them in it? That's a hard question because it exposes everything. It exposes emotional laziness. It exposes a lack of self-awareness. It actually raises the bar, not because women are too picky, but because they're finally free. And don't get me wrong here, freedom doesn't destroy love. The fact that women are emancipated and independent and doing all these sorts of things shouldn't scare you as a man. In fact, I believe the freedom women have over who they want gives men a richer and deeper connection to whoever they fall in love with. Because when someone can leave at any time and still stays, that means that what they have with you is real. That's not fear, that's not obligation, that's a choice. So if you're a man and you're watching this and you're not doing the work to be emotionally present, if you're not doing the work to communicate, if you're not doing the work to reflect, to grow, the risk isn't just rejection, the risk is isolation. Because now in a world where women, in fact not just women but people don't need each other to survive anymore, no one is going to carry one they no longer have to. It's no longer enough to be present physically, you have to be present emotionally. It's no longer enough to provide, you have to connect with the person that you love. It's no longer enough to say that this is how I am. Growth is the new baseline. Because the truth is women can now survive without you. So if they choose you, it will be because you bring something that they cannot give themselves. It will be because you bring safety, it will be because you bring understanding, it will be because you bring depth and warmth and all those things which you expect from an emotionally mature person. Otherwise, you might find yourself surrounded by people, yet you're deeply alone.
The number of women who are not interested in pursuing anything with men right now is honestly astonishing. It is not just a trend. It is a quiet collective shift. Women are tapping out mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. They are not bitter. They are not heartless. They are simply exhausted. Exhausted from the constant cycles of disappointment. Exhausted from giving love that is not returned. Exhausted from having to play roles they were never meant to play. Lover, healer, therapist, mother, peacemaker, teacher, all while getting the bare minimum in return. It was not just the lies or the cheating. It was the gaslighting, the breadcrumbing, the emotional unavailability. The women followed them passionately only to neglect them once they had them. The way effort became a foreign language and consistency felt like a real luxury. Women are tired of explaining how they deserve to be treated. They are tired of reminding grown men about basic respect. They are tired of lowering their standards just to say they have someone. So they are stepping back and stepping up for themselves. No, more women are pouring into themselves. They are choosing peace over partnership. They are traveling alone, healing alone, building alone. They have stopped waiting for men to choose them because they have already chosen themselves. It is not that they do not want love. It is that they refuse to settle for something that looks like love but feels like emptiness. And until someone comes along who adds peace instead of problems, who brings security instead of stress, they are perfectly fine staying single. And honestly, that is not a loss. That is self-respect.
Women today are not looking for a man to take care of them. They already know how to pay their bills, handle their shit, and solve their problems. They do not need saving. What they are looking for is a man they don't have to mother. A man who can lead himself, regulate himself, and backs up his words with consistent fucking actions. What she wants is a partner, not another responsibility.